Hello students. So in the last lecture, we have started to study the applications of UCM and we completed first two applications. In all, there are four applications of UCM that we have to study. And in first application, you have studied vehicle moving along horizontal circular track. And that time, it has the most safest speed, Vmax equal to under root ms rg. In second application, you have studied well of death and the minimum possible speed a vehicle can be driven without sliding down. V minimum is equal to under root rg upon ms. And in that last lecture, our last slide was in front of you. We want to clear what is angle of banking here. So, in the first application, bike rider was making 90 degree with the horizontal. Bike rider, that means angle between bike rider and horizontal was 90. That time it has upper speed limit. And in the second application, bike rider was making almost 0 degree angle with horizontal. That time he has permitted lower speed limit for his turning. If you focus on this slide, if the angle between bike and wall is 90 degree, if the angle between bike and wall is 90 degree, as in case of wheel of death, wall vertical and bike rider horizontal, that time bike rider is making 0 angle with horizontal. So it has lower limit on the turning speed. Is the example of wheel of death. The angle of banking is almost 0 degree. If the angle between bike, second interpretation is that if the angle between bike and wall is 0 degree, as in case of first application, bike and wall. In first application, bike rider was vertical and wall is also vertical. So angle between them is 0. That time angle between bike rider and horizontal is 90 degree. In that case, the rider has upper limit on the turning speed. So if the angle is 90 degree, the turning speed has lower limit. And if the angle is 0 degree, the turning speed has upper limit. What is the angle? Nothing but banking angle. This is the angle between bike rider and vertical. Or you can say this is the angle between the road surface and horizontal. In the two way, this angle can be explained. This angle is important to avoid the toppling of vehicle. So banking angle, in first case you can say that this is the angle made by bike rider with vertical, or in second case you can say that this is the angle made by road surface with the horizontal. And if this angle of banking is 90 degree, then vehicle has lower limit on the turning speed, minimum speed that vehicle should have. And below that minimum speed, the vehicle will slide down inside the wheel of death. And if this angle of banking is 0 degree, then that vehicle or bike rider has upper limit on the turning speed. if he cross that upper limit, there will be danger of accident. The vehicle will skid, vehicle will thrown off the road. And if this angle is in between 0 degree and 90 degree, the turning speed of the vehicle has both upper as well as lower limits. So this angle here is in fact banking angle, which takes our discussion to the third application that we want to study today. So, third application of uniform circular motion in our today's discussion is that vehicle moving along banked circular road. Can you feel the difference? In first application, the road was circular but unbanked. But in the third application, the road is banked circular road. I will clear what is banked circular road. So horizontal circular road and banked circular road can be differentiated on the basis of level difference between the outer edge of the curved road and inner edge of the curved road. If the level of the both edges is same, there is no level difference, then that circular road is called as horizontal. And if outer edge of the curved road is at higher level than the inner edge of the curved road, then that road is called as banked circular road. This is the very small difference between banked circular road and horizontal circular road. So first of all, we will try to clear the concept of banking of roads. What is banking of roads? Students, banking of roads is simply an arrangement. In that arrangement, surface of the road is kept inclined above the horizontal surface, so that outer edge of the road will be at higher level than inner edge. And this arrangement is nothing but banking of roads. To clear this arrangement in detail, first of all, we will try to study the definition of banking of road. See this. Banking of roads is an arrangement in which surface of the road is along the curve. Surface of the road along the curve is kept inclined to the horizontal at some suitable angle. This angle is important here. Surface of road is kept inclined to the horizontal at some suitable angle, so that the outer edge of the road is at higher level than the inner edge of the road. We will clear this concept with the help of this diagram. See here. The vehicle is taking turn towards the left, and this shaded part is our horizontal surface, which was initially horizontal circular track. And on that horizontal circular track, angle of banking angle theta was 0. And that time, the turning speed has upper limit. If you cross that upper limit, then there will be danger of accident. Your vehicle will be skid, frictional force decreases. So this circular road has constructed like this. What we have changed? The outer edge of this road. is constructed like this, is raised through a certain height above the inner edge. And due to that, now the new surface of the road is inclined surface, and that makes suitable certain angle with the horizontal. Such arrangement of the road is called as banking of roads, and such arrangements you are seen in the ghat roads or racing track roads. The roads which are in the ghats, they are banked like this. Along the turn, along the curve, the road edge is raised above the inner through a suitable angle, and that arrangement is called as banking of roads. So we will see what is angle of banking in the next definition. Surely this is horizontal surface and this is the inclined surface of the road that you have constructed. The angle between the two surfaces of the road is called as angle of banking. You can see the definition of angle of banking. When road is banked, the angle between inclined surface of the road and the horizontal surface of the road is called angle of banking. So to clear the concept of banking of roads, we will see few more pictures. See, here are the bicycle riders. They are driving. They are taking turn towards left, to their left, and you clearly see the road is not horizontal. This one is the inner edge of the road, and here is the outer edge. Surely there is a level difference between outer edge and inner edge. And this level difference makes that road banked road. And this is inclined surface of road, which was initially horizontal. So there is a suitable angle between inclined surface of road and horizontal surface. That suitable angle is called as angle of banking. So one more slide you can see four-wheeler driving. Once again, this four-wheeler is taking turn to its left. Inner edge, outer edge, level difference. That's why it is banked road. And in that banked road, inclined surface of road makes some suitable angle with the horizontal, which is called as angle of banking. So here we have cleared what is banking of roads and what is angle of banking. But now question arises. Which question arises? What is the necessity of banking? Why that arrangement we are performing in the ghat section or on the racing track? What is advantage? How it is beneficial when the roads are banked? Because previously you know that if the angle of banking is greater than 0 and less than 90, the turning speed of vehicle has both limits, upper limit and lower limit. But if that angle of banking is 90°, just like the whale of death, angle of banking is 90° because the wall of that whale was vertical. So angle is 90. There, the vehicle has lower limit on the turning speed. Only lower limit it has. And in the first application, horizontal circular track, the angle of banking was 0 degree, at which place the vehicle has upper limit on the turning speed. But in case of banked road, this angle is never 0 degree, never 90 degree. It is in between 0 degree and 90 degree. Due to that only, the vehicle has the advantage having both upper limit as well as lower limit. So what is the necessity of banking? We will clear here. We have discussed in the first application. What we have discussed? While taking turn on horizontal circular road, the frictional force provides the necessary centripetal force. Yes. In the first application, required centripetal force was provided by friction between the tires and road surface. And that frictional force was balancing your centrifugal force, which was directed outward along the radius. And due to that only, the vehicle was not skidding away from the track, not sliding away from the track. That we have studied in the first application. Frictional force was providing required centripetal force. Due to that, your driving was safe. You can turn, you can take that turn very, very easily. Successfully, you can drive along that horizontal circular road. Second, this frictional force, what happens? What is the problem? This frictional force directly proportional to V square. You have studied in the previous lecture. Means if V increases, frictional force increases. But up to certain limit, frictional force increases. And if V is more than that certain limit, then frictional force decreases beyond that. It means that frictional force is having certain upper limit. That means you cannot increase the speed as your wish. Up to certain limit, you can increase the speed. That means Vmax, you have derived that, root mu s rg. Second thing is that if the road is not uniform, if the circular road is not uniform, then the value of frictional force is also changing. That means not constant. So the two problems are there in this second point. Which problems? Frictional force cannot increases with increase in speed more than maximum speed. Up to certain limit it increases. Second is what? The value of frictional force is not constant if the road is not uniform. In third point, frictional force is not always reliable. Why we are discussing for the frictional force? Because when vehicle is moving along circular road, circular track, performing circular motion. For that circular motion, centripetal force is most needed. And this centripetal force is provided by frictional force. But in the second and third point, what we have cleared, that frictional force has certain upper limiting value. Above that value, it does not increases. Means we cannot increase the speed above certain limiting value. Also, the value of frictional force is not constant as the road is not uniform. Means its magnitude changes. And third point is that frictional force is not always reliable. Reliable, khatrishir. You cannot always reliable on frictional force. What are the reasons? The reasons are that its magnitude, its value decreases when the road becomes wet. Road may become wet due to rain. Road may become wet due to oil from the moving vehicles fall on the road. And due to that wet condition, you will not get sufficient frictional force between the road surface and tires. As there is no sufficient frictional force on wet road, no sufficient centripetal force, definitely no sufficient circular motion, the vehicle will be in the danger of skidding away from the circular track, throwing off from the circular track. So these are the difficulties. These are the problems with the frictional force. That's why frictional force is not always reliable, we have said here. Therefore, we cannot depend only on this frictional force for the circular motion. Do you understand? Why? We cannot depend only on the frictional force for the safe turning of vehicle along the circular road. Because the reasons we have discussed earlier. This frictional force is not reliable, is the one. Due to wet conditions, frictional force will be not sufficiently provided there. Frictional force has certain upper limiting value. Beyond that, it does not increases. And third, its value is not constant if the road is not uniform. Due to this reason, you cannot only depend upon the frictional force for successful turning on the circular road. For this purpose, it is necessary to bank the road. So you got the answer now. So to compensate frictional force, wherever frictional force decreases, to compensate the decreased value of frictional force, the banking of road is necessary. If you bank the road properly, definitely that arrangement will provide you reliable centripetal force there. When frictional force decreases by some reasons, due to wet conditions, due to non-uniform road surface, that time banking of road, this arrangement will provide you constant centripetal force there. So this is the importance of banking of roads, is an arrangement which provides a reliable centripetal force for the successful, for the safety turning of fast moving vehicles along circular road. In that case, what is meant by banking of roads? Already you have seen in the definition as well as in the pictures shown at nearby side of definition. Banking of roads means arrangement in which outer edge of the curved roads are slightly raised above the inner edge. And if you raise the outer edge above the inner edge, what happens? Surface of the road is inclined, remains inclined with horizontal at a suitable angle. And this angle made by road surface with horizontal is called as angle of banking. Dear students, this angle of banking has important. What is important of angle of banking? This angle of banking decides the speed limit. If this angle of banking is 90 degree, as in case of Vale of Death, the turning speed has lower limit. if this angle of banking is 0 degree, as in case of first application, the vehicle has upper speed limit. And if this angle of banking is in between 0 and 90, the turning speed of vehicle has both upper limit as well as lower limit. So this is the importance of angle of banking. The speed limit is determined by the angle of banking. And if you compare banked road along the racing tracks, I have written here, and banked roads through the ghats, the banked roads at the racing tracks they are banked at higher angles than the roads through the ghats. You can feel the difference between banking roads at the racing tracks and banking roads at the ghat sections. So with this, I hope we shall clearly understand why the roads are banked and what are the necessity of banking, what is banking of roads, what is the angle of banking. So we will try to find the speed limits of the vehicle, because when the road is banked, the vehicle is permitted both speed limits, upper as well as lower. We want to find what is the upper speed limit of vehicle along the banked curved road and what is the lower speed limit of vehicle along the banked curved road. Because if the road is horizontal, it has only upper speed limit, and if the road is vertical, well of depth, it has lower speed limit. And the formulae we have derived. But if the road is banked, then the vehicle has two speed limits, upper as well as lower. We must find out the derivations for the upper and lower speed limits. So we will proceed for that speed limits of vehicle along banked circular road. When road is banked, what happens? Because roads are banked, or banking of road is an arrangement used to compensate the frictional force. Because frictional force provides the necessary centripetal force, but frictional force is not always reliable. As the frictional force is not always reliable, there should be reliable force which will provide you the centripetal force. And banking of roads, this arrangement provides you that reliable centripetal force. Which one is that reliable centripetal force? In the last sentence I have mentioned here. Because you know the normal reaction which was exerted by road surface on the vehicle. That normal reaction has two components, vertical and horizontal, when the road is banked. And out of that, horizontal component of normal reaction is providing necessary centripetal force required for the circular motion of vehicle. When this is the case when road is banked. That time, normal reaction has two components, horizontal component and vertical. Out of that, horizontal component is providing necessary centripetal force in addition to frictional force. Frictional force is also there, but frictional force, we know that it is not always reliable. So this component of normal reaction, horizontal component of normal reaction, is providing reliable necessary centripetal force for the circular motion of vehicle. So there will be, if the road is wet, road is rough, not uniform, no problem with that. If the road is banked, always there is horizontal component of normal reaction. So what are that horizontal components? How it provides the centripetal force? We will discuss in the next slide. So here I have put one question in front of you. explain the concept of lower limit and upper limit on the turning speed. As you know that on banked circular road, the vehicle has both upper limit and lower limit because this limit is decided by angle of banking. That we want to explain the lower limit and upper limit of turning speed. See, we will start to explain this. If the road is banked, if the road is banked at angle 90 degree, can you tell me which application it is? रोड सरफेस अँड हॉरिझॉन्टल सरफेस यांच्यामधला अँगल 90 डिग्री असेल. इफ द अँगल बिटवीन रोड सरफेस अँड हॉरिझॉन्टल सरफेस इज 90 डिग्री, which application it is? Yes, of course, it is the second application, well of depth. That time, the vehicle imposes lower limit on the speed, and that minimum value of the speed the vehicle should be driven without sliding is given by this formula. V minimum equal to Rg upon ms root Rg upon ms. So this is the first value when angle of banking is 90 degree. Second, for an unbanked road, means horizontal circular track, first application. What is the angle between road surface and horizontal? Road surface and horizontal almost same. Angle of banking 0. It imposes an upper limit for the turning speed. What is that upper limit? You have derived this formula. So lower limit and upper limit for the two cases. First application ला तुम्हाला मिळतं upper limit of the turning speed आणि second application ला मिळतं lower limit of the turning speed. Now both the limits तुम्हाला third application ला मिळणार. In which application? In third application, your vehicle is moving along banked circular road. See, it means that for any other banking angle, any other म्हणजे greater than 0, less than 90, the turning speed will have both upper as well as the lower speed limit. What it means? It means that we must find out the upper speed limit as well as lower speed limit of vehicle when it is moving along banked circular road. First of all, we will try to find speed limits on banked circular road. It is quite clear, and I am confident that you got the idea for the speed limits of vehicle. On banked road, vehicle has both the speed limits, upper as well as lower. But if the road is horizontal, only one speed limit. Which one? Upper speed limit. Formula we have derived. If the road is banked at 90 degree, that means well of depth. The vehicle has lower speed limit. Formula we have derived. But if the road is banked, then the vehicle has both the speed limits. Lower speed limit and upper speed limit. We will try to proceed the derivation for the speed limit. So try to understand expressions for the speed limits on banked circular road. So we will consider such banked circular road on which vehicle is moving, but here you can feel the difference. The vehicle which is considered to be a point particle you have considered, and what? Ignoring the friction, means we are not considering here the frictional force between the road surface and the tires. Considering the vehicle as a point mass and ignoring the frictional force as well as air resistance, non-conservative forces like air resistance we ignore, as well as frictional force we ignore, because we want to find out how the banked road provides the centripetal force. If frictional force is not there, from where that centripetal force comes on the banked road, we want to find out. So in the absence of frictional force, we will derive the speed limits on banked circular road. At the same time, non-conservative forces like air resistance are ignored. That means we have not considered here. And that vehicle is moving along banked circular road. You can see the diagram for this expression. See this diagram. Can you see the diagram? Can you clear the meaning what is mentioned in the diagram? This one, CA, is your horizontal surface. आणि या हॉरिझॉन्टल सरफेस वरचं एक्सप्रेशन म्हणजे फर्स्ट ऍप्लिकेशन तुम्ही स्टडी केला. इथं अँगल ऑफ बँकिंग 0 होता आणि त्या हॉरिझॉन्टल सरफेसची आउटर एज तुम्ही सर्टन हाईट मधून रेज केलेले आहात अप टू बी. You can call it as an elevation of outer edge over the inner edge. Inner edge A, C. So the new surface of the road, CB, inclined surface of road. And this surface is inclined at angle theta with horizontal. So definitely this theta will be what? Can you tell me? Theta is the angle between inclined road surface and a horizontal. What is it? This is nothing but angle of banking. And what it determines? It determines the speed limit. It decides the speed limit. So this right angle is nothing but banking of roads, arrangement of roads, की ज्या अरेंजमेंट मध्ये रोडची आउटर एज along the turn is raised above the inner edge so that road surface is inclined with horizontal at suitable angle. So this is the way. And what we have not considered here, you have not considered the frictional between the road surface and tires. You have not considered. Actually, friction is there. But presently we have ignored because we want to find how this arrangement will provide the centripetal force in the absence of friction. That we want to find out. And secondly, non-conservative forces like air we have ignored, not considered. So first of all, we try to find out which the physical quantities are involved in this diagram. Of course, what is CA? Horizontal surface. What is CB? Inclined surface of the road. What is AB? Elevation of outer edge over the inner edge. What is M? Mass of this vehicle. What is V? Speed of the vehicle with which it is moving. What is N? Normal reaction. Always remember, this normal reaction is always perpendicular to the road surface. हा रोड सरफेस ज्यावेळेला हॉरिझॉन्टल असेल त्यावेळेला ही नॉर्मल रिएक्शन व्हर्टिकल असेल म्हणजे परपेंडिक्युलर. नाउ दिस रोड सरफेस इज इन्क्लाइन्ड at angle theta. Your normal reaction will also perpendicular to this road surface and it will also incline at angle theta with the vertical. If you bring this point B towards A, the value of theta will decrease. The n will shift towards the vertical. And when B reaches to point A, theta 0, n reaches to point this vertical, theta 0. So these two angles are same angles. This is the angle made by vehicle किंवा bike rider with vertical. This is the angle made by inclined road surface with horizontal. Nothing but angle of banking, which decides the speed limit. Next, angle of banking is the theta. Along the banked road, this vehicle is moving along the banked road. That time, forces are acting on the vehicle. We want to find out that forces, and from that forces, we can write few mathematical relations, which will give you the expression for speed limit on banked circular road in the absence of frictional force. So this diagram you see the carefully. In this diagram, forces acting on the vehicle, according to me, there are two forces. First one, this is the weight of that vehicle, and it always acts vertically downward through the center of gravity of the vehicle. And second force is the normal reaction, which is exerted by road surface on the vehicle. And this normal reaction is always perpendicular to road surface. Remember this. And as this normal reaction is inclined with vertical through angle theta, you can resolve this normal reaction into two components. This is the concept from the 11th standard, the resolution of a vector. Then you have drawn this perpendicular. This is your adjacent side. This is your opposite side. Adjacent side फाइंड करण्यासाठी तुम्ही cos theta घेता. Opposite side फाइंड करण्यासाठी sin theta घेता. ह्या दोन अपोजिट साइड इक्वल आहेत आणि पॅरलल आहेत. त्यामुळे याची व्हॅल्यू येईल तीच तुम्ही याला देणार. So normal reaction has two components. Vertical component given by n cos theta and horizontal component given by n sin theta. So in this way, you shall find out the forces acting on the vehicle. Only two forces are acting on that vehicle. First one, the weight downward. Second one is a normal reaction which is perpendicular to the road surface. And due to that, normal reaction is making some angle with the vertical. You have resolved it into two components. We will try to find out which forces balances another force. Can you see in this diagram? This weight is directed downward and this normal reaction is upward, vertically upward. So surely you can find out weight of vehicle is balanced by the vertical component of normal reaction. And where is the center of this banked road? This is the outer edge. This is the inner edge. Vehicle is taking turn towards left. The center of that banked road is in this direction. So definitely, which component of normal reaction is directed towards the center of circular road? N sin theta. Surely, n sin theta will be providing the necessary centripetal force for the circular motion of this vehicle. And n sin theta is nothing but horizontal component of normal reaction that we have explained earlier. On the previous slide, we have cleared that in banked curved road, horizontal component of normal reaction, या normal reaction चा horizontal component is providing the centripetal force. आणि हा horizontal component आता बदलणार नाही. हा vertical component आता बदलणार नाही. कारण थीटा बदलणार नाही. त्याची व्हॅल्यू थीटावर डिपेंड आहे. तो रोड जर बँक केला असाल तुम्ही तर अँगल ऑफ बँकिंग एकदाच ठरवला जातो. पुन्हा तो चेंज होत नाही. त्यामुळे हे दोन्ही कंपोनेंट कॉन्स्टंट, दे आर नॉट चेंजिंग. सो रिलायबल सेंट्रिपिटल फोर्स तुम्हाला इथे मिळवून दिला नॉर्मल रिएक्शनच्या हॉरिझॉन्टल कंपोनेंट. आणि तुम्ही लक्षात घ्या, इथं फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स नाही आहे, तरी देखील you are getting the centripetal force. So this is the arrangement which is providing reliable centripetal force. So it is compensating the frictional force. फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स मुळे जे नुकसान होणार आहे त्याचं कॉम्पेन्सेशन इथं नॉर्मल रिएक्शनच्या हॉरिझॉन्टल कंपोनेंटने केलेलं आहे. मग ह्या सगळ्या बॅलन्सिंग कंडिशन वरून तुम्हाला काही मॅथमॅटिकल रिलेशन्स मिळतील आणि त्या रिलेशन्स वरून तुम्हाला स्पीड लिमिटचा फॉर्म्युला मिळणार आहे. सो वी विल प्रोसीड फॉर द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. सी the forces acting on the vehicle are, first one, the weight of vehicle vertically downward, normal reaction perpendicular to road surface. We have cleared this, we have seen in the diagram. Out of that, this normal reaction can be resolved into two components, and that components also we have seen in the diagram. First one is n sin theta, called as horizontal component, and second one n cos theta, vertical component. आता जर तुम्ही फिगरचं ऑब्झर्वेशन केलात तर त्या फिगरमध्ये व्हेकलच्या वेटला व्हर्टिकल कंपोनेंटनं बॅलन्स केलंय, म्हणून तुम्हाला एक मॅथमॅटिकल फॉर्म्युला मिळेल. पहा, व्हर्टिकल कंपोनेंट इज बॅलन्सिंग द वेट ऑफ व्हेकल, सो n cos theta इक्वल टू mg. फर्स्ट मॅथमॅटिकल फॉर्म्युला मिळाला. आता सेकंड मॅथमॅटिकल फॉर्म्युला कशावरून मिळेल? हॉरिझॉन्टल कंपोनेंट प्रोव्हाइड्स द नेसेसरी सेंट्रिपिटल फोर्स फॉर द सर्क्युलर मोशन. म्हणजे n sin थीटा सेंट्रिपिटल फोर्स प्रोव्हाइड करतोय. मग सेंट्रिपिटल फोर्सचे फॉर्म्युला आपल्याला तीन माहिती आहेत, त्यापैकी कुठला तरी एक लिहूया आपण इथं. सो n sin theta इक्वल टू mv स्क्वेअर अपॉन r. These two mathematical relations you have find from the diagram. Now here onwards there is mathematical statements. Dividing equation 2 by 1. See here what the relation you can write. n sin theta upon n cos theta equal to mv square upon r upon mg. M common gets cancelled, n common gets cancelled. Sin theta upon cos theta. Can you tell me what is the ratio? Sin theta upon cos theta, what it gives? Tan theta, yes. And what is on the right hand side remaining? V square upon Rg. You see in the next step, tan theta equal to V square upon Rg. Equation 3. After that, theta equal to tan inverse of V square upon Rg. What is the expression? What is theta? This gives you the expression for angle of banking, but when neglecting the frictional force, because while starting for the derivation we have ignored two forces here. First one is the frictional force we have ignored, and second one is the air resistance we have ignored. So in the absence of, in the negligence of frictional force, this is the expression for angle of banking. After that, for a particular road जर सेमच असेल तर त्या रोडची रेडियस आणि त्याचा अँगल ऑफ बँकिंग कॉन्स्टंट असणार. Then the most safe speed on that banked circular road we can find. And that expression you can find from equation 3. In equation 3, V square equal to Rg tan theta. You can write like this. And if you take the square root on both sides, you will get under root Rg tan theta. What is S suffix here? This is the most safe speed of vehicle. which can be driven along banked road whose radius is r and angle of banking is theta. So this equation is most important for us. If our driving speed is less than Vs, there is no problem for us. Our driving will be safe and we can complete the circular road safely. What is the reason? Because our driving speed is less than most safety speed. There will be no danger of accident. That's why speed limits boards are displayed along the turn. For example, 40 km per hour, 60 km per hour. You have to give the respect for that speed limits. हा फॉर्म्युला तुम्हाला ते सांगतोय, रिस्पेक्ट द्यायलाच पाहिजे त्या स्पीड लिमिट बोर्ड्सना. जर तुमच्या ड्रायव्हिंगचं स्पीड त्या स्पीड लिमिट पेक्षा कमी असेल, definitely you can successfully complete that turn. On the other hand, if the speed limit is more than that safety speed, you can find the answer. What will happen? If your speed limit is more than that safety speed, surely the required centripetal force will be not provided in that manner as per your speed. And as there is no required centripetal force, sufficient required centripetal force, you cannot successfully complete your turn. And your vehicle may be possibility to move tangential to that circular path. It will skid. Sometimes it will thrown off the road. Definitely there will be danger of accident. So in this way, we have derived expression for speed limit on banked circular road by neglecting frictional force. म्हणजे फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स नसताना देखील आपल्याला सेंट्रिपिटल फोर्स प्रोव्हाइड करणारी अरेंजमेंट आहे. आणि ती अरेंजमेंट म्हणजे banking of road is the arrangement. And on that arrangement, horizontal component of normal reaction is providing us the required centripetal force. So we will see what is the need for lower and upper speed limit for a vehicle which is moving on banked curved road. What is the need? That is the question. We will try to find the answer for this question. What is the need for lower speed limit, upper speed limit for a vehicle which is moving along banked curved road? And जर need असेल तर त्याचे expressions derive करा. So we will try to find the answer. If the vehicle is running exactly at the speed Vs equal to Rg tan theta. Just previous slide वर तुम्ही हे स्पीड डिराइव्ह केलेलं आहे पहा. आणि जर तुमचं व्हेकल एक्झॅक्टली या स्पीडनं रनिंग मध्ये असेल, त्यावेळी त्याच्यावर ऍक्ट होणारे फोर्सेस कॅन यू रिमेंबर? कारण हे स्पीड डिराइव्ह करताना कोणता फोर्स आपण निग्लेक्ट केलाय? Yes, frictional force we have neglected. And non-conservative forces like air resistance we have neglected. By neglecting such forces, we have derived this speed limit. And if our vehicle is running exactly at the speed limit, the forces acting on the vehicles are two. Can you tell me? First one, yes, weight of the vehicle acting vertically downward. And which one was the second force? Try to remember, try to recall, try to see in the diagram. Which one? Yes, normal reaction is the second force. And this normal reaction is acting perpendicular to the road surface. कारण banked road surface हा inclined असतो. त्या inclined road surface ला ती normal reaction perpendicular असल्यामुळं it makes suitable angle with the vertical. That's why you can resolve it into two components, vertical and horizontal. अशा वेळी नेसेसरी सेंट्रिपिटल फोर्स कोण प्रोव्हाइड करतं? नॉर्मल रिएक्शनचा हॉरिझॉन्टल कंपोनंट n sin theta प्रोव्हाइड करतं. नॉर्मल रिएक्शनचा हॉरिझॉन्टल कंपोनंट provides the necessary centripetal force. That's why your turning becomes safe. You successfully complete that turn. But what is the problem? Problem is that in practical, vehicle never travels exactly with the speed limit. म्हणजे हे मोस्ट सेफ स्पीड आहे ना, या स्पीडनं व्हेकल कधीच ट्रॅव्हल होत नाही. त्याच्या ट्रॅव्हलिंगचं स्पीड मे बी लेस दॅन दिस or greater than this. Do you get my point? Are you getting my point? Practical मध्ये vehicles are never traveling exactly at the speed that you have derived with this formula. The driving speed may be less than that safe speed, may be greater than that safe speed. Due to that, जर तुमच्या ड्रायव्हिंगचं स्पीड सेफ्टी स्पीड पेक्षा कमी असेल किंवा सेफ्टी स्पीड पेक्षा जास्त असेल, for speeds other than this means most safety speed, the component of force of friction, static friction between road and tire helps us up to certain limit. म्हणजे त्यावेळी जर तुमचं स्पीड लेस असेल किंवा ग्रेटर असेल सेफ्टी स्पीड पेक्षा, त्यावेळी फ्रिक्शनल फोर्सचा कंपोनंट ऍक्शन मध्ये येतो. आणि हॉरिझॉन्टल कंपोनंट आहे ना नॉर्मल रिएक्शनचा n sin theta, याच्या मदतीला फ्रिक्शनल फोर्सचा एक कंपोनंट येतो आणि त्यावेळी तुमचं ड्रायव्हिंग सेफ होण्यासाठी मदत करतो. The component of force of static friction between the road and tires helps us up to certain limit. Of course, frictional force हा आपली मदत up to certain limit करणार, फॉरएव्हर करणार नाही. लिमिट जर तुम्ही तुमच्या स्पीडचं क्रॉस केलं तर फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स आपोआप डिक्रीज होतो. So in this way, this is the need for lower and upper limit for a vehicle moving along banked curved road. Because if your speed is less than most safety speed, greater than most safety speed, then along with n sin theta, horizontal component of normal section, there is component of force of friction, which is helping us, but up to certain limit. So with this, we will conclude today's lecture and we will try to find the expressions for upper speed limit, expressions for lower speed limit for a vehicle which is moving along banked curved road in our next lecture. So with this, we will end today's lecture. Thank you.